So did this Puig touring screen make a difference? Let's talk about that. Hey everyone, welcome to Roads of Oz. My name is Matt, and on this episode we're looking at the Puig touring screen. Now initially I did try a screen extender, and big thanks to Puig, channel's just up here. He lent me his just to see what it was like, and I did like it, but I felt there was still wind getting underneath, so I wanted something to block the wind even better. A bit of research and I found this Puig touring screen. Now I found this one on a company called Motard and it was about $200 delivered to my door. Now the fact that they're based overseas had me a little concerned, but I was able to use Afterpay, so I had a lot of confidence. And it was delivered within 7 days of me ordering it. So how hard was it to install? Great question. Now, panel removal wasn't too bad. I just took these panels off. I was able to remove the screen. Now, it gave me the opportunity to clean spots that were hard to get at. You can see how much bigger the touring screen is compared to the original screen. Now you need to keep the original grommets and you need to swap them and put them on the new screen. The screen went back on fairly easily, except for two pesky screws which are found right underneath here. Now I did have a smaller 1/4 inch drive that got me through it, but just beware, it is a pain to get there, and most of your standard tools don't fit. So if you've got a really tiny 1/4 inch drive ratchet, that's going to work just nicely. So once the panels got on, yes, you get to remove the label. So what's it like on the road? Well, let's give it a test. It's pretty hard to show you how the wind actually flows with this, but I'm going to steal an idea from a movie which was Ford versus Ferrari, and we're going to use bits of string. So what I plan on doing is I'm going to tie bits, well this is wool actually, I'm going to tie strands of wool around the bike and just see how the wind affects it and which way it goes. Anyway, you get the general idea. Let's get out on the road. And there'll also be one tied around my glove finger. Alright, so got the science experiments ready to go, just to see which way the wind goes. And what I plan on doing is just running my hand there. You should see the wind coming up through there, so these should be mostly going up. And then when it gets past there, it should flatten out, like it should be going that way, not that way. Anyway, let's see if this works or not. It could be just an epic fail waiting to happen. There we go. So we're getting air coming through there. There's not much. Alright. Get us up to 80 kilometers an hour. Right. So you can see wind coming through there. And, well, it's coming out there, but here you can see how that, see on my glove it's going upwards, so it's going up and out. So you can see it here, you can see I'm protected, and that's where the wind's hitting. So the wind's hitting there, and wind stops. Now another problem I've noticed, you can't adjust the screen while moving until you get down to, until you slow right down. We'll come to a stop. I don't know why that is, but you just can't adjust the screen. So now we're going to bring it right up. That's at its highest position. Alright, over there you can see wind's coming from down there. Alright, and I'm pretty much getting protected till you get there. Yep. So that's taking it over my helmet. It's actually probably brushing, I don't know if you can see, but it's brushing the top of my helmet. You can hear the wind's not belting my helmet the way it did with the old screen, or the factory screen I should say.
Alright, so we'll get up to 80. You can see coming up. See, there's no real, it's not till I get up there. You can see the protection. So just above the camera, once we get above it. And yeah, to a point, I feel that it's just going over the top of my helmet in its highest position, and I really wish I had the camera. So yeah, I am getting protection, but it's coming at the cost of visibility through this screen because it is quite dark. I can still see, but wind's getting through, but it's coming from down here, not out there. A bit of wind coming through there, but it's funneling outwards. Like you can see it, the direction it's going over the helmet. Even with them waving around like that, it's going every direction bar into me. So it's doing its job okay. You see that one's, I don't even know what that's doing. But yeah, you can see the wind comes up through there. So if you're hearing wind noise, it's generally because of that. So yeah, you still get hit in the shoulders, wind coming in there. But these two here, the wind's actually coming up from there, but it's getting funneled out there, and that's because of these angles on the screen here. It's funneling the wind, and you can feel it there, and it's gone there. Much stronger, weak. So the body's getting blocked. There we are, stronger, bit of protection. So you can see the protection. It's a bit, not the greatest example, but it's the best I can do. So you can see the wind is actually going around my body, and whatever wind's coming through, it's getting funneled away. So not too bad. And if you look there, it's not till you get above there, you can see it. Once there, you can see there's protection, wind, screen. So yeah, not too bad. Let's get back in the garage.
Well, there you have it. It's not perfect. It does block the wind. You still get a little bit of wind at the top of your helmet, but that's because I'm a really tall guy. The wind coming up underneath, you can hear, and you can also hear road noise, so it's not this perfect cocoon, but it does reduce fatigue, as I found out riding it after doing a 3,500 kilometre trip down to Tassie and around Tassie. This helped massively, and it reduced fatigue. I was able to back up the next day. It wasn't the usual wind buffeting I received with the factory screen. Big thumbs up to the Puig touring screen. Definitely would get it on my bike. Now there are some issues. It does impede your vision if you're a shorter person. Being this dark, it is quite dark to see through, and it's a bit of a nightmare for motovloggers like myself because it just obscures your view and it really messes with your footage. How many of us actually film all our rides? But when the screen's up, it does a great job blocking out the wind. Just be aware this model is extremely dark, so if you had the choice, I'd probably go the clear screen, but I do like the look of this. It does complement the bike well with some of the other dark accents around the bike. Anyway, that's pretty much it for me. Thanks very much for watching. If you enjoyed these accessory vids for the BMW, check out more of them just up here.